everyone. Today I want to read the very first Kibby book. This book is called Kibby The Space Dog. Do you see there's a question mark here, which means it's asking. It's not telling us he's a space dog. It's saying, the space dog? It's a question. And this is written by Andrea Cassell. This is my parents' very good friend, and she sent me a book with, she signed it. She said, to Catherine, with Kibby kisses. Isn't that cool? Andrea Cassell. And the illustrations in this book are amazing too. It's just so colorful and bright. This is illustrated by Melanie Regier. I hope I'm saying that right. And I don't know if you know this or not, but you can, if you look at the cover of the book and you think, I wonder if I'd be interested in this, you can always turn to the back cover. Sometimes it's on the back cover, sometimes it might be on the inside or the back cover. And you can read, the author will give you some information about the book, and you can ask yourself, do I like this book? So I'm going to read the back of the book for you. This heartwarming story is about a dog named Kibby looking different. Children and adults will be touched by the beautiful lesson Kibby learned along the way. You know, one of my favorite things to do is read books that teach a lesson. So already I know I'm going to be very interested in this book. Kibby's story and feelings bring to life the way that dogs experience the cone of shame. Let's read and find out. Now, this to me, space dog, this looks like, what does that look like in real life? Not in space. Does anybody know? Let's see. Let's read and find out. My name is Kibby. I'm a miniature Labradoodle. I was born on St. Patrick's Day. Life is wonderful. I'm a happy dog. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Look at this. This is called onomatopoeia, when you have a word that's actually a sound. I love my adventurous walks in my neighborhood. I watch the squirrels run around me. I listen to the birds chirping. I let other dogs sniff me. You can tell he's a happy dog. I am good friends with the dogs in my neighborhood. They give me lots of kisses. Car rides are a special treat. I get to stick my head out. I can see everything around me. I love the wind in my face. People in other cars smile and wave to me. They say, "What a cute dog." And look, the four-leaf clover on his collar because he was born on St. Patrick's Day. Isn't that cute? The children in my neighborhood play games with me. I love it. I am a happy dog. I kiss all the kids. One day I had to visit the doctor at the veterinary clinic. I really liked the vet, especially because I got yummy treats. I saved up lots of kisses for the doctor too. Uh-oh, look at the illustration. I needed stitches for a small cut on one of my paws. The doctor put a plastic cone-shaped object around my head so I wouldn't chew on my stitches. Isn't that what that looks like? I didn't like the plastic cone. It was different. It bothered me. I was a sad dog. When I got home, I tried to eat, drink, sleep, and play with my toys, but it was so very hard to do anything with that darn plastic cone around my head. I had to keep the plastic cone on my head for 2 weeks. It was a really long time. I was a sad dog. For some reason, my adventurous walks were not the same. The squirrels ignored me. The birds didn't chirp, and the dogs didn't sniff me anymore. And I didn't get any kisses. My car rides were not the same either. People in the other cars would laugh at me. They said, "Look at that dog." It's the same Kibby, but he's not getting treated the same. The children in my neighborhood didn't want to play games with me. I think they were afraid of me. I was a sad dog. I couldn't do any of the fun things I used to do. Life wasn't so wonderful. I was being rejected because people thought I was now different. My life was not the same anymore. I lost my fun, playful spirit. One night, I had this amazing dream. I went to outer space. I saw lots of dogs wearing plastic cones on their heads, just like me. I saw many kinds of dogs, big and little dogs. And the dogs were happy. And I didn't stand out. I wasn't the only one who had a plastic cone around his head. Outer space was fun. No one judged me or laughed at me. All the dogs treated me the same. I got lots of sniffs. I learned to eat, drink, sleep, and play with the plastic cone around my head by watching the other dogs. I was a happy dog. And all of a sudden, I woke up. I found myself back in my bed. It was only a dream. I was a sad dog. Again. I wanted to be back in space with the other dogs who were just like me. No one would ignore me, and no one would laugh at me, and everyone would play games with me, and everyone would sniff me. These past 2 weeks were hard for me. It seemed like years. I got used to the way things were. I accepted it. Today, I went to visit my doctor again, and she checked my stitches to see if they had healed, and the doctor said that I had healed nicely. She said the plastic cone could come off. Yippee! I was a happy dog. When I got home, I went for my adventurous walks in my neighborhood. Look what they're doing. Sniff. The squirrels ran around me, the birds were chirping, and the dogs sniffed me. I went for a ride in the car. I stuck my head out so I could see everything around me, and people in the other cars smiled at me and said, "What a cute dog." And the children in my neighborhood played games with me, and I was so delighted. I was a happy dog. I loved and kissed everyone. One day, on one of my adventurous walks, I saw a dog in my neighborhood wearing a plastic cone around his head. And he looked like a sad dog. So I went over to the dog, and I gave him a nice sniff. He was very friendly, and he gave lots of kisses too. I remembered how it felt when I had the plastic cone around my head. I remember how everyone had ignored me. I remembered how I didn't fit in. And I remembered how I was the sad dog. And I didn't want this dog to feel the same way I did. I hoped the dog would have an amazing dream like me. I hoped he would dream he saw lots of dogs in space wearing plastic cones on their heads, just like him. And no one would judge him, and no one would laugh at him, and he would be in a wonderful place where everyone was treated the same. And then he would be a happy dog. Isn't that nice? He remembered what he felt like when he was not accepted. And he made someone else feel good about themselves, even though they were a little bit different. Now look, the author has done something fun. It says, flip this page to see real photos of Kibby and his friends. Oh my goodness. This is so cool because not only can we see Kibby, but we see Kibby in the cone. And look at the author and her husband and Kibby all in cones. It's not every day you see humans in cones. That's a nice book. And remember, it's supposed to teach us a lesson. So next time you see somebody that looks a little bit different than you or acts a little bit different than you, it's okay. Go up to them and treat them just like you would want to be treated. I hope you have a good day. Bye.